Taria Vision Divine here, and I just got a wonderful, amazing young lady here beside me who's going to talk to you guys about this incredible experience, this opportunity for you guys to be with us in an exotic and tropical location. But without further ado, I'm gonna just go ahead and let her introduce herself. Deanna Jean is here. Deanna, what's going on, love? Tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what it is that we have coming up in October.
Yes, so I'm so excited to be here as always to connect and to chat with you, Taria, about our favorite topic, which is collaboration. I am Deanna Jean, and I'm known as your collab queen. I'm based in the New York City area, and everything that I do in business and in life is about bringing dope people together in environments that make it easier for them to create really amazing things together, helping them understand how collaboration can help them work a little bit smarter versus harder. It's work that I love to do, and I do that work in many different ways. Everything from supporting Fortune 100 organizations around leadership and sales, training and development to help them understand how to better leverage collaboration, to supporting folks and bringing amazing people together in luxurious retreats like our Collabs International Collab Retreat experience in Dominican Republic in October. So that's who I am and that's what I do.
Absolutely. Well, Deanna, thank you so much for being here. And let me just say, if you are watching this live, go ahead and let us know where you're chiming in from because we are. This is literally impromptu, but we're going to also send this replay to. Well, I'm going to send it to everybody on my list. And so, if you're getting the replay, how you doing? But man, listen. So let us know in the chat as well, guys, where you guys are watching in from. But Deanna, this is an exciting event. You know, getting an opportunity to go to Dominican Republic. First of all, why did you decide that you wanted to create this experience annually for high level, high earning, and I used to say women, but men as well? Why did you create this experience?
Yeah, so I created this experience. This was actually an experience that was created now. What year are we in? We're in 2026. So we started doing this event over 3 years ago. And this one coming up is actually going to be our sixth one. So we've done six of these in the last 3 years. And it came from the idea that I was actually out at a really nice resort taking vacation with my husband, and we were at this really amazing place. And it had been a long, but a really profitable and a really prosperous year for us. But I was feeling burnt out from running the business and got to this amazing, luxurious location. And just immediately, as I was relaxing, I started to get all these downloads about the business that just would not come when I was in it. And
Yeah.
that was one part of it, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, you have to obviously like slow down to go faster in business. So there's something to be said about taking time away from the everyday schedule, the everyday routine, and really being able to just detox your mind. That's really where the ideas come from. But the second part of it was that because of where we were and because of where things were situated and because of the type of property that we were at, we had the opportunity to meet some amazing people. I was there and I was meeting COOs, CEOs of logistics companies, ended up meeting the chief financial officer of a very well-known brand that we all know. And these people were just sitting by the pool having conversation with me. Didn't know me from Adam, but like dropping all these gems, like giving me all this information about investing and about building business. And we were just sitting by the pool. And then it hit me. I said, you know, what would it look like for me to build this type of opportunity into my business plan?
Yeah.
And what would it look like for me to bring, because I love collaboration, to bring some of the best and the brightest and the most outgoing and successful people I knew in an environment that was like this with a group of people that were vetted, who were aligned? What types of opportunities could come from that?
Yeah.
So we did this for the very, very first time in April of 2023, and it was amazing. And what came out of it was not just people building connections with each other, which is always cool,
Yeah.
but people came out and they were able to launch new projects together. people hired each other for their services from this. And I thought, this is it. Taking the opportunity to bring these amazing people together
Yeah.
who want to collaborate, who want to connect with others, but they want to do it in a room that's already been vetted for them. And they want to do it in a place where they don't have to think about anything but collaboration. And that is how these retreats were born.
I love it. And listen, let's talk about the resort. So the resort itself as well is called the Excellence Resort. And like you said, Deanna, I never even thought about that. The fact that the people that come to this particular style of resort, it's just not everybody, right? And so a beautiful space, you guys, like literally we're talking about the pool is like all over the place. And we have only been in attendance at these excellence resorts all over like multiple countries. And so this is a space where you guys to get the luxury and get the networking, the collaborating, and also a little bit of training too. And so can you talk a little bit too about the schedule of what like this looks like? Because it ain't like we just gonna come in and do a whole lot of work. It's a lot of fun, you guys.
So it's the balance, right? It's
Yes.
the balance. So the schedule, you arrive on Monday, which is the 12th. And when you arrive on that day, we do a welcome reception. And that is an opportunity for you to connect with other participants and other guests who are going to be at the event. Also know that me and my team, we curate every aspect of this experience and tailor it for custom connections. So nothing that happens in this space happens by accident. From the schedule to the excursions that we choose, all those things. So then the Tuesday, we have a little island wake up. So we usually start around 10:30, somewhere around there. And we work through until about 2 p.m. And on that first day, we are in session. And when we're in session, I do a really quick intro where I give people the opportunity to ask me questions about collaboration. How do you build and create these high level partnerships? How do you vet collaboration partners? So I do a brief kind of open-ended Q&A around that. But then we also bring in amazing experts around areas that we know that can fuel your collaboration strategy. So one of those experts is, of course, Miss Taria Vision Avant. This is going to be Taria's third time being
Yes.
one of our featured speakers. Taria is now one of our partners in this specific event, and we love having her. And you know, when Taria's in the room, she's going to talk to you about visibility. She's going to talk to you about leveraging those visibility opportunities in ways that don't just get you claps, but they get you to the coin, right? So she's
Yes.
going to be talking about that. We have Chanel Evans, who always comes and she talks about visibility as well, but she talks about it from the perspective of how do you leverage your online presence to ensure that you are attracting more ideal clients. And she also talks about how do you do that in your community, how when you show up to networking events, how when you show up to your kids' races, track meets, basketball games, whatever it may be, right? How do you actually ensure that people who are there know what you do and build relationship with you? So she's going to be talking about that. And then we have one more very special guest that I'm not going to divulge yet, but I'm telling you, you're going to want to be in the room to hear from this person. Yes. And then the Wednesday, you have the rest of that evening to yourself. And then the Wednesday morning, we do a calibration where a lot of times where you're at events like this, you have these questions, but they don't come to you until later. So we do a light morning session where you are able to apply the things that you learned, where you're able to ask additional questions. You have the rest of that day off. And then Thursday is our excursion day. We always do a beautiful excursion. And all of these things are covered in the investment that you make when you come and you invest in being with us at the Collab Retreat. And then everybody departs on the Friday. So it's a nice mix.
It's an amazing experience. As a matter of fact, listen, you don't even have to hear us. I am going to pull up the website itself. So let me make sure. Let's see. We've got the site up. Hold on. Let me make sure I have it on the screen for you guys. Well, see, I did add it, but then I removed the screen share. So let me just make sure I put it back up there so y'all can see. All right. So I'm going to play. Yes, we want some receipts. And so let me play the video so you guys can actually see what we experienced last year.
Because I've gone on other retreats, right? And it's not the same, right? So the other retreats I've gone on, I wouldn't go back to. This retreat, because of the amazing experience and the exercises that is actually helping us to propel, to move forward in our businesses, it's very helpful.
My husband and I went last year to the Dominican Republic, and we came this year because we had a great time. It was great connection. We were able to leverage a lot of the information that we were given to build and to grow our network.
It is important to me to be able to connect with like-minded people.
My favorite part about being here at Collabs in Cancun is literally being around the people. Every time I'm a part of these events, there's always at least one or more relationships that continue outside of the event and that I keep in connection with, and partnerships happen, friendships happen.
Everything is good. The resort that we're at, the service with what Deanna and Crystal does for all of us, it's just amazing. It's just so awesome and so helpful in propelling me forward.
Being around a group of women and men that are all moving in the right direction and are all moving and pushing and are not gatekeeping, which I think is always a crazy thing, but they're not trying to gatekeep the information. They want you to have it. They want it to be out there.
Deanna does a great job at building spaces like this for connecting, but what stands out for me specifically is her being real, like being authentically her. Like, I don't feel like she puts on a show to try to make things work. They work because she is who she is, and that's what I love about her.
Come to the retreat. You get so much out of it. You leave here more empowered, more encouraged, more loved. So being in this environment, you're not alone.
Oh my gosh, I want to go back tomorrow. It's time to go back.
I'm missing. Listen, when I tell you guys, and I'm not just saying this for the Hype Fest, like, I look forward to this event now every year because it's not one of those types of, and like you said, like, whenever I go somewhere nice, ironically, I always am inspired to go back and get to work, right?
Yeah.
So we're not only in the environment, but she's not like putting together an event where we're exhausted and we need a vacation from this retreat. No, you are going to be rested. At the same time, you still going to have fun. I think one night we all pulled up, we were dancing and stuff. Like, y'all ain't see all the stuff that
No,
they
we can show you all of it. It's some,
Some of the stuff is for the grown people only to watch, right? But it was just a phenomenal event. Great connections. And Deanna, again, thank you so much for not only just, extending the opportunity for me to be one of the attendees and participants, but also so that we can open this up. And this is an intimate experience. It's not designed to have 30, 40, 50 people. It's very selected. And so I know that you don't even want people to just go sign up. They actually have to submit their information and get on a call with you. So can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of the most important things that makes an event like this work, this specific event, is that there's a process to ensure that everybody who's in the room, first of all, is ready for the room. I don't want to put you in an environment where you're in there and you're like, wait, what do I do next? Wait, am I ready? So I want to make sure first that you are ready to be inside of the room and that you have everything you need to feel confident going in there. But then secondly, because we curate this environment and we already know who's going to be in the room, we want to make sure that there are complementary skills, complementary personalities, and most importantly, I want to understand how me, Taria, Chanel, the other participants are going to be able to pour into your business and into your life, because you can check a whole bunch of boxes, but if you're not going to necessarily be a match from a business perspective with the other businesses that are going to be there, or for the network that's going to be there, then maybe this year isn't the best time and maybe next year will be better. Or maybe one of our other events may be a better fit. So really, when you get on the call, when you go to collabretreatcall.com, that gives you an opportunity to jump on a call with me so I can learn more about you, more about your goals, more about your business. Why is this intriguing to you? And see if you would be a good fit, or if we would be a good fit for you to fill one of our last few spots.
Awesome. So again, last few spots. If I sent this replay to you, know that I specifically handpicked you as I felt like someone that would get a lot from this environment. And if you are watching us on any of the platforms, please go to the link. Again, we're streaming this live right now, so it's a few people I see popping in. And so if you can see us, just let us know. But otherwise, if you are watching the replay, collabretreatcall.com. Make sure that you go there. Deanna, I cannot wait to see you at Excellence in Dominican Republic. Punta Cana, right? It's Punta Cana, Dominican Republic.
Girl, we're going to
Okay.
Punta Cana.
Yeah, I don't be knowing where I'm at. I just know I'm gonna be there. Because last year I was like, I have no idea where we're going, but I am going to be in the building. And the resort that you choose for each year, which literally is the Excellence, it's a phenomenal resort. And so, any last and parting words?
No, listen, we want to see y'all, jump on a call. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
One of the things is, even let's say you get on the call and you're not a good fit for this, because I am the collab queen, I will have a connection for you, or I'll have a resource for you. And again, we do all types of events all year long. This is a really special event. But we can find a way to help you to achieve your goals. And of course, everything that we do it from the perspective of how can we work together to build and to be stronger. And if you're watching this and you're part of the Book Rich Profits Club family, we already know that we want to support you with getting to the next level. So let's jump on a call and have a conversation.
Just a simple conversation. So hopefully we'll be having that conversation. Deanna will definitely keep me abreast as to everybody that she talks to. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you guys in Dominican Republic. And so thank you, Deanna. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for extending the opportunity to chat with your folks. And I look forward to chatting with some of y'all over Zoom very, very soon.
Bye, you guys.